Well, hi, it's me, Chris Pilsum, and I've got something new for you guys. If you got some old bike tires, the inner tube, you need 5 of them that you will throw away because you don't need them anymore. Not too badly damaged. You've got some vinegar, one rope, and one tension strapper. Then you can actually make one of, I'll show you, these, like so. I've got a boat in the water, and when other boats come sailing around, my boat goes up and down, and the rope where it's been connected with will receive these, powerful bangs to it, and it can actually cause damage to your boat. So I already have connected my boat from a long time to some inner tubes of bikes, and they did a well job. But now I've got myself a new set of tubes, and now I am going to show you guys how you can make one of these. It has got the following properties. It will get fully stretched with well, let's say about 80 kilos. The stretch length will be about 180%, but when you hang your boat to of those elastics connections, it will perfectly, deal with the forces. It will just stretch, and it will just, well, the practice has proven that using inner tubes as an elastic connection for your boat, that it perfectly works. But now I managed to pull over an inner tube over the 4 inner tubes for some extra protection. I'm now gonna show you guys what you need to do to actually get this done. The beginning, where the rubber goes over the metal, and work your way around like so. If the rotating doesn't work, you can actually make sure you just break it out. Don't go wild on it, because you do not want the rubber to rupture it in the wrong way. Now, as you can see, I'm gonna hole in the thicker piece of rubber. This will make sure that it doesn't tear through in any way you don't want to have it. The next step is that you take a round object like this size, like this can, and just place him over there like this. Take a tie rib and make sure, and then you've got the whole thing nice and swell. So one more time, this is the most upper one. Make sure it's straight, place it over the can, then you take one step below. Not this one, but this one. Place it over the can, and so on. And when you finally line it out, you will put the tie rib in place for the distance. Remove the can, and zip it. Not fold them like so, and nice and tight, just like that. Next step, when we are going to pull over the outer tube, you will find out that there is lots of air inside. You can actually do this, force the air out as much as possible. Professioneel. Next phase, take the fifth tube, lay it over the total length and cut it up at the other side, just about here. You can just do this with this normal common scissor. Into the fifth tube that we have been used here. If you are a little bit gentle, you can actually make this work. If you would make sure that the original curvature of the tube is being enhanced, you can always do this job, but the whole point is you have to go through one strap. So I have used one strap, actually connected it to the outside to a fixed point because it has to be tensionized, and at a random other side I fixed another strap connected to over here. Now I will fix this strap onto this one. You have to remove this ending first with a knife. Make sure you cut just above the head of the tie rib, so you can make sure that when it's removed it will not feel sharp anymore to the finger. Well, I removed the strap ending over here and also at the other side. And now comes the sticky part. You do want to use some kind of sail because you are going to spill some vinegar. Okay, now spill the vinegar over the tire because you have to make sure the whole thing has been vinegared. So what I'm going to do, you know, the famous nasty thing of making this tire smooth and covered in vinegar, or else you will never get the outer tube over this whole bunch of inner tubes. Smooth, just like so. And be careful this thing doesn't come. Same thing over here. Pour some in. By doing this lots of times, you will make sure that all the vinegar you just poured in will get smooth, spread over the whole thing of the inner tube. You can feel it's already wet over here now. Once again, put your fingers in like this because you have to put up a lot of force. It's only going to work when the whole thing is smoothly oiled. Well, you pull until you can go no further. This is the maximum amount of force. Then you go back to the beginning with the towel because it's the only way to get some grip. Pull over. Now you have this tiny amount over here that you can use. Make sure the towel doesn't touch tubes that are in the oil. Only the dry parts will have grip in the lubricated nut. Now you can use force. Next part, like so, and you do it again. This will take some time. And some more. You can imagine, you can see the air has been compressed over here, so you have to figure out a way to get it out, but it will go to the holes and basically the air will go out of its own. Now, next thing you must look for is, you know, all the inner tubes are going like this way over here. This is the upper flat side and all the tubes will go back in like so. Once you have decided that the rounding part is now flat, then you must take the scissors and cut in the outer tube until the tie rib over here. Do it the same at the other part. when you're cutting, you must be gentle about one thing. Don't cut all the way to the tie rib. Cut, stop over here and cut out a small round piece of rubber. Why? When the cutting edge over here is in this direction, it can never rip in easy like so. So cut your way in and make a round piece over there. After you make the incisions, you can pull back the hose a little bit and you can reconfigure these to make them nice again. Well, after I decoiled the 4 tires, you have this part and this part. Oh, you can basically put them in there and this one over there and make a nut so that the outer tube stays on its place because you make a nut over there. Okay, so I laid in a nut and placed the tie rib over the nut so the nut will never unravel itself. This is your business end number 1. When you lay the nut, make sure you put the excess outer rubber hole back over there and only then start cutting in the second piece, or else you will end up with a little bit too much. And there you have it, folks. This end is being nut over here so it can't slip back. At the other hand, the same thing, there's a nut. Here you have your heavy duty elastic wrap for your boat. You know, when the boat goes up and down it pulls very hard, but this is just the perfect solution to connect your boat with. So it's this my homemade heavy duty elastic with an outer shelling. The outer shelling will also counter as one elastic, and the lubrication inside, the vinegar, will make sure that the rubber maintains its proper condition, smooth and not bristle. So there you have it, one self-made heavy duty boat connection elastic. Well, thank you.